Coming up with a great idea is easy. Taking that great idea and turning it into a profitable business concept, now that's difficult. Ask any entrepreneur. That's exactly what our contestants are challenged to do in every single episode of Engen The Making of. We have 10 contestants. We have 100,000 Rand up for grabs in every single episode. My name is Yasmin Ali, and this is Engen The Making of. Let's go meet our contestants. Welcome, contestants. Of the thousands of entries we had come in for this competition, you are our top 10, and for that you deserve a big congratulations. Engen The Making of is an 8-round competition that demands skill, creativity, and grit, and that is going to push you way outside of your comfort zones. In each round, you will be required to navigate a series of challenges designed to test your ability to think innovatively. It will test your resilience and your business savvy. From concept development and product design to marketing strategy and pitching to investors, every step matters. The objective: to conceptualize a game-changing product that solves a specific industry problem, creating a product that not only stands out, but has market appeal, real value, is practical, novel, and profitable. That's no small feat. In fact, it's incredibly tough. And then at the end of each day, you will pitch your idea to a panel of very experienced industry experts who will determine which group wins and which group has to send someone home. Now, none of this would be possible without our very generous title sponsor, Engen, who is committed to growing the entrepreneurial landscape in South Africa. Thank you, Engen, for supporting South African entrepreneurs and small businesses. All right, let's get straight into it. This is Rail from Thirst, who will be giving you your first challenge.
Hi, contestants. Welcome. So Thirst has been a mobile bar service company who specializes in coffee bars, cocktail bars, and event bar services. We've been operating in South Africa for 20 years, and we create a special ingredient for a special outcome. So today's challenge is to create a memorable experience around coffee, non-alcoholic drinks, and how they are served within the events and hospitality industry. So your options are creating a full serve around coffee or non-alcoholic drinks or both. And think about the aesthetics around the product. Think about how you'd be serving these products and what you'd be serving them from. Good luck. It's a tough challenge.
Wow, Rail, that is quite the challenge. I'm looking forward to seeing what our contestants come up with. Remember, guys, in order to help you with this, you get to ask Rail one question. Sean, let's start with you.
Hi, I'm Sean from Sean Perry. I just have one question. So from what you are saying is we have to develop innovative way to create that cocktail container and then also mitigate ways on how we can serve it. I thank you.
Sean, good question. Yes, that's exactly it. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Didwetsang. I don't have any question. I'm just ready to go.
Hi, my name is Rolani from the House of Ballpen. I just need to understand the challenge. In our group, are we creating individual drinks or as a group?
As a group, you'd create this concept.
Right. Lovely. Hi guys, my name is Bobo. I've got a question. Are you looking for a product, a advertising campaign, or what is it exactly that you are looking for with this challenge?
Bobo, that's a brilliant question, and I just want to reinforce what this competition is about. It's not necessarily about creating the advertising campaign or the promotion around it. Rather, it's about creating the solution to the problem that Rail has posed to us. Who's next?
Morning, Kizzo Sultan from Xylo. Just a quick question about the actual judgment criteria itself. Would you be focusing more on the actual product creativity part of it, or are you looking more towards the business feasibility side of it?
Thank you. That's great. I think we're actually looking for both. So you need to make sure that both of those are covered.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Mongezi. I have no question. Thank you.
I'm William Mutupa from Mutupa PNG Enterprise. My question is that what happens to the man, especially on the team that doesn't win at all?
Rael, I'll pick that one up for you.
Sure. Thank you.
Great question, Blaine. So here's how the prize money works. Every round has 100,000 Rand up for grabs. The winning team splits that 100,000 Rand up between them evenly. The losing team doesn't accumulate any prize money for that round, but remember, the surviving members of that losing team get to come back and compete again the next day for their share of 100,000 Rand in the next round. So while you're in it, you can still win prize money.
Hi, my name is Lazarus Mfose from Delightful Snacks. I just want to find out with regards to the product that you mentioned, does it also include the customer experience behind it in terms of, let's say for instance, the customer come to the establishment. Does it also include the way the customer experience the product in the establishment?
Thank you, Lazarus. That's a great question. That's an amazing way to look at it because the client is the most important when it comes to it. Their experience is what matters, and that's what creates a memorable experience and what makes you stand out. So please make sure that that's part of your proposal.
Hi, I'm Mpopodile from Bakwena Innovation 10. My question is, what type of clients does your company look for? For instance, are they bougie or just the ordinary everyday person?
Everyone's bougie. Good question, but everyone's bougie in their own way. But 70% of our clients are corporate. I do weddings, I do private events. But the key is to look after those clients and make sure that they come back time after time.
Hi everyone, I'm Lee Tegwani from Unfiltered Media House. I have no question. Let's do this.
Thanks, Lee. And thank you, Rael, for answering all those questions and for a very interesting challenge that I look forward to seeing what the contestants come up with.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
We'll be seeing Rael later in the judging process. So, next we're going to be picking our teams. In a second, I'll come to each of you with the bowl to pick a piece of paper. Please, when you pick, hold it close, don't reveal yet. 8 of those are blank, and 2 of them say team leader. Team leader 1 and team leader 2. Each of the team leaders will come up and pick their team, going sequentially one at a time from the remaining contestants. That's your team for the day. That's the team you're competing with, and that's the team that one of you are going to lead to victory today. Okay, guys, so let's see who our team leaders are going to be. Everybody, unfold your page. And reveal. We've got our team leaders. Team leader 1 and team leader 2. Congratulations, team leaders. Okay, now you get to pick who your team is for this particular challenge. So, team leader 1, let's start with you.
I'll take Dudu.
Team leader 2.
I'll go for Kiza.
I'll take Lee.
Bobo.
I'll take him.
Lazarus, where you are?
I'll take him.
Rulani.
Sean, if I can ask you and Rulani to just separate a little bit. Okay. Team leaders, if I can ask you to join your teams. We have our teams. It's time to start our challenge. Remember, you've got 4 hours to come up with your solution to the problem posed to you by thirst. So, teams, are you ready? Yes. So, teams, let's go. While the contestants are moving into their boardrooms, let's quickly bring you up to speed on a few details. As you've already seen for this round, every round brings a new challenge set by our episode sponsor. Each day or round, team leaders are drawn randomly and they select the team they want to work with. This means new teams each round and some interesting team dynamics to keep an eye on. Then it's go time. Each team will head into a boardroom with a randomly selected graphic designer and will have just 5 hours in total to conceptualize a game-changing product or service. 4 hours to build the concept as a team and 1 additional hour for the presenters to finalize their presentation. 2 team members will step up and present their product to the judges. And speaking of the judges, let's meet them. First up, we have Heidi, who is a brand and marketing genius with an amazing pedigree of brands we all know under her belt. Joining us from Engen is Sim, the manager of transformation and stakeholder engagement. And then in each round, they'll be joined by an industry expert who will deliver their challenge and judge the output, sometimes brutally. In this first round, you've already met him. It's Rail from Thirst. The judges will be looking for the following as they assess the presentations from the teams. And while you watch, you can also use this formula to decide for yourself who you think the winner should be. The judges will be looking at how well did the entrepreneurs research the problem and their idea? Is the name they've chosen compelling, interesting, or fun? Is the tagline whimsical and a waste, or is it descriptive and does it draw one in? Finally, in business, it comes down to the numbers. So the entrepreneurs need to price their product and create a financial model to take the solution to market. As you heard, every round is worth a whopping 100,000 Rand shared by the winning team. But it's not just about the win. It's about the process, the learning, and the ability to keep moving forward. Because in the world of business, it's not just who starts that matters. It's who makes it to the end. It's about staying in the game so that they give themselves the opportunity for the next win. The losing team gets, well, nothing, and they'll face an elimination. As the rounds progress and the teams get smaller, the 100,000 Rand is split between fewer people, so there's more money up for grabs per contestant. In the 8th and final round, one contestant takes it all, the full 100,000 Rand. Each episode is filled with twists and turns for our contestants to navigate, to really put them to the test. So, let's get back to our contestants and get into the first episode of Engen The Making of. Okay guys, so to help you on your journey, we're giving you some amazing resources. The first is 2 randomly chosen graphic designers to help you put together your pitches. Next, as a gift from Thirst, you will see the boxes in your room marked Thirst. That gives you some hints, some clues, some direction from Thirst in terms of their brand and in terms of what you need to fit in with. So good luck and let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Cool, guys, let's go.
Let's go. It's underneath here. There you go.
Oh, swag.
Okay, this is weird.
Can you please pass one of those?
Okay.
That's the menu.
Let me check out the style.
Values,
Style guide, yeah, they're not the same.
price lists.
Just an application.
Okay, do you want to read this or should somebody read it or just everybody pays attention? Take
Does
down
someone want
notes.
to read it, or what's the best way to?
I'll read it to them, guys. Okay, if I can just have you guys' attention real quick so then I can...
I think I have a
read
natural
this,
kind of
take down whatever notes
personality
you
that I don't mean to like kind of challenge somebody for team leader, but it kind of comes across that way, and I'm very well aware of it.
But I tried to kind of tone it down just a little bit because I'm a very kind of go get the job done kind of guy. So, I mean, we had a task, we had a limited time to do it, and I wanted a plan or create a plan and get the job done. So I think it was teething issue, should we say? But I think we were well on our road after a while.
Industry. We are looking for innovative concepts that create a unique bar design. One that not only serves drinks but creates an unforgettable customer experience. This is your opportunity to rethink the future of mobile bar concept. Good luck.
I have an idea for the coffee. So you know that people normally use styrofoam cups, right?
Yeah.
And then they throw them away. So if you're not using a mug, you're using a styrofoam cup. So let's create a coffee where you can eat the cup. So it's made out of something like, you know, those there's a normal ice cream cone, and then there's like a waffle ice cream cone, which is more
Okay, but
tougher.
also note that we need to research if they melt or not.
Yeah, obviously with
From
coffee,
the high heat.
It's gonna
It-
melt
it-
because of the heat.
yeah. So
Okay.
my idea is we find
Edible cup.
an edible cup, something that we can eat after you drink the coffee. Instead of throwing it away, you can eat it. So it's basically, I don't know, we can design something around it, but a cup that you can eat. That's the concept that I have.
I think also we need to take into consideration that it's hot coffee.
Yeah.
So whatever that is that's edible needs to be able to retain the
Yeah.
temperature.
Yeah.
Can I check?
Okay, so guys, I don't know what you think.
Yeah.
Concept, we do coffee, we turn it
But
into ice
then,
cream, and then we put it in there.
The reason I kept cutting him off was because I felt like the suggestion he was coming up with was something we were already past, or it was not relevant to the brief that we were given.
It needs to be exceptional, right? Sustainable. So we're probably going to have to think of exceptional. So exceptional will be something outstanding, out there, outlandish, something different,
Here's a quick
right?
question, guys.
Yeah, that's
Do we know yet if Thirst has mobile, has coffee as a product or not? Do we know?
Just going through their.
I think we can find
we
out.
can find that out.
Yeah, they
Yes.
do. They do.
Because then
Yeah, but it is
They
as a
do.
mobile bar. Yeah, I don't think
They do.
also, it's
They
not
do.
necessarily a new product.
They do.
because
Yeah,
they
they
do
do.
have coffee.
she has it. Yeah.
When
So,
when
no,
when
but
we
the
were
thing
doing
is
the
they want-
pitching,
they want
I kind of
something
liked
that makes their
what
coffee
obviously teammates were putting together, but importantly for me was that when you come up with ideas, they need to be viable, one, and sustainable. And I mean, with this particular challenge, I felt like the client has existing products already. We are given a brief. It's important innovation is important, but it's also very important to stick to the brief. Each of us has this amazing idea that we think can change the world, but it's important to stick to the brief and deliver what's expected by the client.
So guidelines, there's creativity, design an innovative mobile bar setup. Okay, so this is not just a product, dude. This is a mobile bar
Can
setup.
I interject, actually? We're actually, from what I'm understanding and what you're saying, we're actually not designing a product, actually.
Yeah.
We're designing where the products will live.
Yeah,
The
so
bar itself.
The bar itself, the mobile bar concept. Because the whole thing is, it says your task is to create a new mobile bar
Bar
concept.
concept, yeah.
But I think the mobile bar concept is surrounded by coffee and non-alcoholic beverages. So there's nothing alcoholic in this, but it's the mobile bar concept itself.
So we were indeed not necessarily fighting, but it was just two big personalities. I picked that up very, very early on, and I tried to accommodate that as well. I'm used to working within a team, and different personalities is just part of the game. So I let him be comfortable, and I'm not one to lead necessarily to be power hungry.
Yeah, I had an idea too on the cup. Coming from the chemical background, I thought of a biodegradable container. And the biodegradable materials are actually way reasonable in terms of price.
One thing that I think we should take into consideration is, does that material affect the taste of what's inside? Because some beverages, they are drinking out of glass, because glass does not affect the taste of the beverage itself.
I wasn't that quiet. I was still figuring out the way we can create the product we are given and giving all the details by doing the research. while the team was busy talking. Even the one they were talking to each other. But now I was doing on my own so that I can share with the team.
Okay, so with what you guys are saying, what is the product?
The bar. So,
The bar is the product.
and it's a edible coffee cup
In the bar.
with biodegradable cover.
Mhm.
So I was thinking even that cover can still be planted. That way you have zero waste.
When you buy it, you already know that cover it's for which type.
Yes, yes. But it can be a surprise. You just make it spontaneous, you know? I don't know. It's tree plant. Yeah.
That's true.
And a beanstalk grows.
I think it can be in 3 different.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, cool.
Hey team. So in 5 minutes time, we'll have an industry expert coming in to answer one question from the team. You only get one question, no clarified questions. So make it good, make it count. Okay? Good luck.
What if we ask them what is their pain point?
I would have
that is literally-
gone there
Please just
that
do
route
that.
as well. What's
Please-
the biggest
please-
problem within the industry?
Please just
or
read what
this-
I highlighted on the screen.
Yeah.
I was thinking along the line of you looking at the pain point for their clients. I was looking at the pain point from the
operations.
the operations. So it could be, I don't know.
The way we structure that question, we can put both questions in there if you structure it properly.
We'll leave that one to you.
Yeah, because I think it will carry more weight.
I guess we could have thought about the questions a bit more, fair enough. But it was kind of sprung on us as like a surprise kind of thing that we had an industry expert. So, but I also think that the actual project scope they gave us was pretty clear. I mean, at first it was kind of rocky road, but once we got to read all the documentation and exactly everything that they put out, it was well thought out and they kind of gave us exactly what we needed. So,
Hello, how are you guys? Good in you?
Good, man.
Okay, my name is Brandon. I'm from Thirst, and I'm here, guys, to assist you with a bit of questions if you have. So just a brief, straightforward question about what you guys you're doing here. I got 10 years of experience within the business at Thirst, so I'm kind of clued up on what's going on here. So if you've got any questions, feel free.
So we wanted to basically introduce an idea. I hope I'm asking this question correctly. Okay, so I instantly stepped forward because no one was asking the question. And seeing that we were not prepared, I also didn't want to just let the opportunity pass us by. So I was like, okay, now let me just ask. The first question that came to my mind that I believed made sense at the time. An idea for a bar that basically works as a charging station. So now I am curious as to the pricing of that, like how much would it cost to set something like that?
So charging stations, it's a measure of security to start off with, number one. And if you see the flow of people at events, right, with mobile bars that we normally deal with, who's gonna be watching over your phones there? So ideally, I don't think it's on my end part, right? I don't think it's one of those that would work.
We're not to make a follow-up on it. Oh, it's a one question. Okay.
One question.
Okay. That's good.
Does that answer your?
Yes, it does. Thank
Okay. Alrighty. Pleasure, guys. Enjoy.
Have
Go.
a lovely day.
You see here, what I'm reading here, they're speaking a lot about how they go events, festival, course, or activations. So their focus is to go to people, right? So what are we selling? What is, if we're coming as Thirst, what are we selling when we, let's say
experience.
you're hosting a birthday party, right? If we come into your party, what are we
Team.
selling to you?
So I've just had a very interesting conversation with our industry expert, and what he said to me is, you guys seemed completely unprepared for that question. You really didn't take advantage of the industry knowledge that he's got. So I am going to give you guys a little bit of advice. You get another go at it in an hour's time. Prepare better this time round. Those questions are powerful and can be the reason why you either win or lose. So please take advantage of it the next time round. Okay, good luck, guys.
When the expert said that my question was wasted, it didn't really make me feel as bad as I thought I would feel, because I would see that as a wasted opportunity. I feel like my team would have benefited better had we been better prepared to ask that question, seeing that we only had one shot.
With events, a lot of them, you know, is that.
Hello, hello.
Hi,
How
hello,
are
how
you
you doing?
guys? Well and you?
Awesome. Your name is?
My name is Brandon. Yeah. And I'm from Thirst. And I think I'm the expert, right? Alrighty. Okay, guys, so just a brief detail a bit about myself. So I work with Thirst, 10 years of experience within the mobile bar company that we work with all our events, corporate, and. So I'm here to assist you guys. If you've got any questions that you want to ask as to your task that you're doing.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just gonna clearly say this, right?
So let's go for it.
I need to know we need to know rather, what are the most significant pain points, right, for your clients and for your barman or your bartenders or whatever it is, from an operational perspective and from a client at their service, at the event perspective.
Okay. I think more I'm on the ground, pretty much.
Yeah.
At most. So if you don't have a clear brief from simple things as the location. So is it an office space? Is it an outdoor event? Is it 10th floor? There's no lifts. And what kind of bar are you getting into that space? You know, so all of those things. So at times clients, if they're not clear on all of that, you'd spend 10 hours of trying to get the work done. Whereas if we had all the brief from even your height restrictions, there's some buildings whereby vehicles, 2.1, client is not gonna give you that, then you bring a truck. So on the field, pretty much, those are things, as small as they are, but trust me, it can be really a pain. So
From your client perspective, what are the significant pain points things that you've heard over the last 10 years of being in the industry that they say, hey, you guys always?
No, sorry, we ran out of time.
Cool, thanks.
Pleasure.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. I just wanted to
That was a bit of a strategy that they saw. I mean, it wasn't a very well covered one, right? It was pretty thinly veiled. So I mean, we took our shot. it failed, but I think it was okay. I think we got what we needed.
Let's come down with an order. Let's not like maybe we speak about something, then we skip to something, then we skip to something. Ne? So, product name First Bite. First Bite is edible coffee cups with biodegradable packaging.
Yes.
Coffee cups that can be eaten, and the package can be, what did you say, planted?
Yes.
So edible coffee cups with biodegradable packaging.
Pricing is necessary. Each and every product has its own pricing, and the pricing must incorporate everything, including the packaging and the content itself.
Okay, can we then look at the cost of the cup?
Okay, if you go to Woolworths and buy just the normal coffee, it's like 65 rand.
No, I mean the cost of the edible cup.
Yeah, we checked that in the beginning. The cost of edible cup, she saw them on the take a lot. They were like.
That was not it.
Okay, now I checked the leads. It was the lead alone was 135, and then the biodegradable lead. Yeah, I'm not thinking about that eating thing of yours. Yeah, that biodegradable thing. So the eating one.
So, something really interesting that's happened in the rooms behind us. We have one team who seems to be working really well together. The team dynamics seem to be coming together. And another group where we have a bit of a dominant personality that seems to be disrupting the group a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in terms of the solution that they create, but also how that's going to play out in terms of the voting later on. Let's see.
Remember, that is still innovation. Innovation is not necessarily coming up with a new
product.
You can develop or grow an existing product. You know what I mean? Let's maybe also maybe try and focus on that. They've got an existing product. It is working, but what we're doing we are not fixing anything here. We're just elevating an existing product.
What prompt do you use here?
Hello.
We don't
Hey,
need
guys.
table of contents. We don't need. Oh,
How are you doing?
How's it?
Bag. Okay. How are we doing here?
Much better than
Much
when
better.
we came first.
Okay.
We're getting there.
So we got like 2 hours left, eh?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm here again. Any questions that you have, guys?
What is the common, or what are common pain points for your clients, especially the bigger clients, right? What are their pain points when it comes to your service, basically?
Usually, it is the turnaround time on bigger events, whereby service is key, but looking at the magnitudes of people there, right, you cannot fast track everything. So on a bigger event scale, service becomes a key factor at most, and clients always tell you the bar was slow because of 1, 2, 3. But looking into the actual event in itself,
So
if you look at the numbers.
with regards to what you're saying, 1, 2, 3, in your experience of 10 years of being on the field, what is 1, 2, or 3? That's the question. Commonly.
Time is up. 2 minutes.
That was the question initially, though. Is in
Time is up.
every company, there's
Time
pain
is up.
points.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool,
thanks.
guys. Enjoy.
I think the essence of
Yeah, it was a bit touch and go in that scenario. It's just that I think he was also slightly nervous of what he could and what he couldn't answer. He didn't want to let anything slip. So I can respect him for that. But I wish he kind of gave us the answers to what we needed.
But now that you're making this donut thing, if you want to be innovative about the client experience or the customer experience, this may be a dumb idea. So just bear with me, right? You could make it like a drive-through idea, right? So as the guy's making your cocktail, you could follow him around the thing because his ingredients are in different places.
That's experience. That's custom.
So like his liquids are here, his glasses are here, his liquids are here, his garnishes are there. So as he's going and he's doing it, you're going with him, and so is the line, right?
Yeah, follow the drink.
So yeah, so
Follow the
you
drink.
follow your drink, right? And yeah,
I like that.
that could be customer experience.
Is it outside of the
Yeah,
circle?
it's outside of it, which is great because then when you
And
can
then
see
is
those.
there what's this? Open.
Those were the screens that we're talking about.
Oh, okay, screens. Okay, cool. So do we have a shelf?
Inside, the shelves are named.
What else are we left with then?
Got you.
I am quite confident in today's product, even though I feel it could have been more innovative. And also seeing that I don't know what the other group put out, I'm not sure, but I'm fairly confident about what we put together.
And it's right in South Africa, but from UK, and it's out of stock. But
Okay,
still, it's an
okay,
option.
let's pricing. How much
The
is it?
pricing is where's the pricing? It's out of stock. It's not showing.
Hey team. So very quickly, you have 30 minutes left, only 30 minutes. I will stop you at 30 minutes. Okay. One little piece of information that might be of interest, only 2 of you are presenting.
So how does it work? We present the same thing, or we split the same
2 people
presentation?
presenting, you guys decide what that looks like. But only 2 of you are going in to present to the judges.
And then what about the business plan? Do you have to print it? Is it necessary, or now we should focus just on the pitch?
Anything that isn't ready when I walk in doesn't get presented to the judges. The only thing that you are going to work on during the pitch is the pitch itself. So anything that isn't printed, anything that isn't ready, isn't going to the judges.
Okay,
So you
let's
have to figure that out during this 30 minutes as well. Okay?
What do we print?
Good luck, guys.
Honestly, I am nervous, but I'm trying to control my emotions. My nervous emotion came from the first time I do something like this. I'm used to pitching my own business, something that I've been working on for many years. I had to juggle all the work that I've done in 4 hours and put it out there. So it's quite intimidating, to be honest.
You know what we can do, no? You and I can pitch. I can just start to introduce what this bite is, and then you finish off with the experience and everything else. Is that fine?
Yeah, we can flow.
How do I feel about presenting to the judges? I feel like with the team that we have, only one other person except me wanted to raise their hand to pitch. So I was like, you know what? This is the type of moments that make champions. These are the type of things that make you stand out as a person. And I raised my hand and said, let me go for it, Something I want to do.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is they
what the clients, corporate clients, book them to come to their events. I don't know what the price they're charging between the client now being.
In the beginning, I really didn't understand the question. So for me, I was just listening and trying to see who knows what. And I think their ideas were brilliant, but I felt like they were more like common. It's nothing wow or out of this world. So yeah.
How about if we actually do them both?
But remember, we are building the mobile bar.
We're building this regardless, bro. Whether it's a paid. So, for example,
Doesn't
whether it's a
matter how
paid
they-
service or whether it's not a paid service, we're building the bar regardless. Remember, we're not doing any products. We're doing the actual bar.
Yes, of the coffee and.
Yes, I think my team did listen to my pitches and my ideas, because some of the ideas that I contributed were included in our proposal and presentation.
Okay, done. I think so.
Okay, put it on the USB and send it to me.
So,
No,
Mo,
I haven't
we've
done
got something here for the tagline.
Oh, okay.
15 times
Yeah.
to break even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Can you do like a snippet? I'll just take it as it is and put it. I don't know how to use it.
He has it
so
on the
file,
memory stick.
Save as.
Yeah. Did you get it, Bryson?
I sent you the whole document, eh?
Thanks, that helps.
So then I assume that the two of you guys will be doing the presentation.
Yo, bro, I have not thought that far yet. Just give me a second to just get this part done.
We'll talk about
We'll read. You guys can read this afterwards, and you guys can crack at it. I don't mind at all.
Yeah, if you can share it via email, no? That means I can get it now and then we're done.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give it to him now. I'll give it to him next. Okay, so I managed to produce an 18-page document.
18.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Jai, how did you get that right? You said 4 pages.
Yeah. Who wants to read my work then?
You're going to read it yourself.
I know exactly what's in here. This is built upon iPhone.
I don't believe you.
But 18 pages. I didn't physically type everything.
Yeah,
but
I know,
it's
yes.
my background that I basically use ChatGPT to fluff it up.
Yeah.
Like, say it in a nice, flamboyant, fancy way. Yeah.
Oh, wow. The last
Yeah,
time you said
yeah.
4 pages.
Yeah, but I mean,
There's nothing wrong with using AI as a tool, but I think we could have applied ourselves a bit more had we figured out the cohesion as a team, as opposed to just taking a challenge and just feeding it into a machine. Where's the fun in that, if I'm being honest? Yes, it's competitive, but where's the fun in that?
boys are making me hella nervous. Can I just submit it like that, or what do you want to do?
It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world.
Let's go.
Okay, guys, well done.
I think we're done.
We've really done well, eh?
Chief. Oi. We're done. We're done. We're done. 2 minutes to spare. We're done.
All right.
Well done, too. Well done, guys.
Hey team, I believe you guys are done. 2 minutes left on the clock. Well done. Okay, can I have your presentation, please? Thank you very much. So what's on here? What am I printing for you?
The entire proposal that we will hand over to the judges.
Great. So you've got an hour to prepare your presentation. You can make modifications to your presentation itself during this time, but not to your proposal. Okay? Guys, well done and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, you send it. Okay, let's see.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time is up. Okay. Can I have your memory stick, please? Thank you very much. What's on here? What am I printing?
Presentation and the written proposal.
Okay, great. So you are allowed to modify your presentation during the hour that you're prepping to present, okay? But I am printing it as is for the judges. Understood? Okay, guys, well done.
Okay, so we have an hour to prepare the pitch.
Yes. Okay, thank you. The team with strong personalities and possibly strong leadership finishing before the team that seemed to be getting along fairly well. That's interesting. While the presenters from each team prepare for their time in front of the judges and the judges work their way through the packs, let me remind you what happens next. Our panel of esteemed judges will now listen to both teams as they present their products. The presentation from each team will last 3 minutes, after which the judges will ask them a few questions. The judges will then send one team home and award the other team with the 100,000 Rand prize. At this point, the judges are dismissed and the losing team will be required to vote someone off the Engen TMO island. Just between you and me, our producers have something up their sleeve each round, so don't get too used to this elimination process. Okay, it looks like our judges are ready, and so are Team 1's presenters. Let's join them in studio.
Hi, nice to meet you. I think we'll have to do a little round of introductions. Some of you've met, some of you haven't. My name's Heidi Brouwer. I've been in branding and marketing for probably longer than you've been around. Super to meet you and welcome.
Thanks. Hi guys, my name is Simlindele, but please call me Sim. I'm from Engen. I'm also in the space of stakeholder management as well as PR and comms. I've been in the space for the past close to 18 years or so. Nice meeting you guys.
Good day, ladies and gents. My name is Duret Zankau. My company is called Relate. We manufacture smart, innovative clothing that is functional. It does more than one thing. For example, we have a bag that converts into a jacket and pants that fold into a bag.
My name is Dr. Sean Perry. I'm the founder and the CEO of the company named Sean Perry, itself named. We develop and manufacture cosmetic products made of indigenous plant extracts. And our incubation is in the Innovation Hub in Pretoria. That's where the whole manufacturing is happening. And then our products are already approved and dermatological certified. And they are available in a couple of the retail stores from Macro, Main Lane, couple of spas, including Checkers from next 3 months. Thank you.
Super. We're ready to hear you. Your 3 minutes begins now.
Good day, judges. I'm here to introduce Thirst Bite, edible cups with biodegradable packaging, cups that can be eaten, and packaging that can be planted. It's made out of oat bran, wheat flour, water, sugar, and vegetable oil. Using edible cups won't affect the taste of the beverage. They can last up to 8 hours without breaking down or leaking from hot liquid. It's available in chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. We'll be introducing this with a Thirst on Tour. To introduce the product, we'll be doing activations, using influencers, live demonstrations, and social media.
In addition to that, we have innovated a mobile bar that actually contains the renewable energy that is able to help us to save the cost. And that mobile bar also contains the accessible dispense machinery that we can use for this mobile technology. And then in addition to that, we also decided to offer premium customer service whereby we engage mostly the premium clients in terms of the corporate, and also we offer the services in our kids parties, also in the weddings and then our ceremonies. And then some of the offers include whereby we engage with the customers, whereby we demonstrate to them how we can do these edible cups. And then we also engage in our customers because we've got a highly trained, skilled staff that is able to engage with the customers to show them how to use it and then how to incorporate it. And then also because they are of their biodegradable nature, we are also contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals. And then the last part of it is that we've developed an innovative app also whereby people can order the products before they arrive in order to save time due to their busy schedules, so that can save time and then prevent the queues when they are coming. I thank you.
Don't just quench your thirst, take a bite too. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Most interesting. We're going to have a few questions for you now. Let's begin with Sim.
Thanks. Once again, guys, well done on the lovely presentation. Of course, also congratulations on the work that you guys have put in. I must say I enjoyed the pitch, also the presentation that you guys have given in. Again, I think it's primarily well structured. Congratulations on that one. Just one aspect around your presentation. I didn't see the breakdown, if there is any breakdown for a budget. Just maybe something, just if you can just clarify that part for me.
Okay, so the cups will cost around 20 Rand to make. So we are going to be selling each and every cup for 45 Rand.
Okay.
That's inclusive of a product.
Okay.
Super, thanks. Grail, question?
Yeah, I wanted to find out, why did you go with the trailer?
I don't think you did mention it, but we had a mobile trailer as an option for outdoor events. So
Yeah.
we'll be also able to cater to outdoor events. And then we also have a bar that's available for indoor events.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So my question is about whether this has been done before or not, because we're trying to come up with, your brief was lovely, something novel and new to add to Thirst's already brilliant brand. So this edible coffee cup, have you seen it before?
We have seen it before. The difference with us, we come with a new innovation that is way better than what is currently on the market. That is durable, that has higher mechanical properties, that can retain the temperature of a coffee and be able to adapt to be able to contain the temperature of, if we adapt to ice creams, like the cold beverages. And then also, we are also checking the properties that once the coffee is inside, it doesn't react or it doesn't affect the taste. So those are the new innovations we are bringing based on the ingredients that we are using to make that edible cup.
Okay, because I know that you could buy coffee in a cone, and it wasn't around even long enough for me to try it. So I'm a little suspect about that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I think just one question, and I appreciate you guys mentioned that the taste is what, chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you think you're going to be able to incorporate that?
We incorporate them when we firstly make the material. I will use the word material when we make the cup itself. So that's how we incorporate. We're going to make them into nanomaterials that we can infuse or encapsulate inside the structure of the cup itself before it can go to the molding of the shape.
Okay.
Basically flavoring of the cup.
Yeah.
So I think we'll let Rael have one more question, but I know you were worried about what happens to the oats when you put liquid in it, because yours goes soggy when you have breakfast.
That's right. Exactly. I was just wondering how you were going to get that right. Is there some sort of layering that you put?
Yeah, so it's basically like a waffle, but very thick layering. So it's basically sort of a recipe for waffles, but with different components and a very thicker layering, so that by the time you're done drinking the coffee, you still have a layering of the cup that you can still eat. So it doesn't melt while you're drinking. And it's not just for the hot beverages. We're also doing ice cream coffee. So this is more to target the kids, also the youth, where we can go to kiddies parties and then we can offer them coffee, but in an ice cream way.
Fantastic.
My last question is just about the name of this product. Is it Bite Me or Thirst Bite? Because I saw both used somewhere and I'm a little confused.
It's called Thirst Bite.
Okay, because I think on your...
Bite Me?
So what's
Bite Me is
Me?
basically on the packaging, our package.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Inviting
invite someone to, like, once you're done, just eat the cup.
It's like, how many
eat
me?
Bite Me.
Okay.
So you're saying eat the cup.
Good.
Is that the tagline maybe?
Yeah, Bite Me. So it's going to be on the packaging of the cup. So as you're done drinking, you can just start eating the cup.
And then just the last question, you showed an image of an existing Thirst bar with a very fancy, looked like a very fancy venue. That was the alcoholic beverages, and you were asked in the brief to think about non-alcoholic beverages and or coffee. That image that you showed, was that you're thinking about taking your Bite Me coffee into more sort of high-end, or are you thinking of also the non-alcoholic space like you were introduced to in the brief?
Okay, the reason you saw that structure that is so premium, because in the beginning I did say we offer a premium service, and then also our target market is mostly into corporate. However, we do cater also for the kiddies parties, weddings, events, even award ceremonies. So coming to an award ceremony, people want to feel good with the product they are holding into their hands, the texture, the way it looks, the way it feels. So as much as we are using the biodegradable material, edible products, still we must retain the quality, that high-end quality that we are using, yet using cheaper materials, because all the material we'll be using there is all locally sourced from South Africa.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I think that's our time up. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, fresh out of your pitch, how did it go?
It was really fun. I think because we're not into this is not our right or element business.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting to do something that you're not used to doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very fun, challenging.
So how did you find the challenge? I mean, you know, this is something new for everybody. This is, you know, and a new team. You've only met today. So how did you find the challenge of the team?
Honestly, I feel so encouraged and at the same time challenged, because for 4 hours you spend there in that room, new people, new innovation, new mind, and to come out with something completely different from my background, different from my business. I find that intriguing. It's like I've been squeezed to the maximum level.
Your innovation is now run out.
I now feel I'm an entrepreneur today.
Well, we are making it, right? It's the making of.
Okay.
So the judges had some really interesting questions for you. How did you find the questions? I mean, given that this isn't your background, this isn't something you experienced in.
I found them really nice because the judge came really nice. They asked questions that we could answer, so we answered to the best of our ability. So it wasn't too nerve-wracking. One of the judges actually had something positive to say about our pitch and that they love our idea. So I took positive encouragement from them.
And finally, what do you think your chances are of winning today's challenge? What do you think you guys, are walking away with the money today?
Yeah, we're hopeful and positive. We're hopeful and positive.
Yeah, very hopeful, positive. We created something innovative, so why not? We believe we can win.
Yeah.
Guys, good luck. We've heard from Team 1, and now it's time for our second group to pitch. Good luck, Team 2.
Hello, gentlemen. I look forward to seeing some ladies later, I hope. Welcome. We'll introduce ourselves. You've only met some of us. My name's Heidi Brouwer. I've been in branding and marketing for longer than probably you were born. Pleased to meet you.
Gents, my name is Simlindele, but please call me Sim. I've been in the PR marketing space for close to 18 years now. I work for Engen. All the best for today.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
You've met Rel. Won't you introduce yourselves, please?
You want to go first? Or should I? Okay. Hi, judges. My name is Mongezi. And yeah, I'm a contestant, yeah.
Good afternoon again, judges. My name is Kizar Sultan. I run a company called Silo, and yeah, I'm an entrepreneur as well.
Grady, let's get stuck in. Your 3 minutes begins now.
Thank you.
Okay, once again, good afternoon, judges. Me and my team have tirelessly worked this morning to give you a revolutionary idea. And our revolutionary idea is called the Eco Bar. It is an innovative mobile bar service for coffee and non-alcoholic beverages. It's centric around sustainability, it's tech-driven, and it's customizable for various events and sizes.
So obviously, what's a design without sustainability being infused? So my team and I decided to go with recyclable sourced wood and rubber, but also we considered energy efficiency, particularly with the problem we have in this country. We will be using LP gas to power up most of the operations of the bar and the solar panels to power up the LED screens and the likes. We also have a modular design, meaning it can scale down and up to meet demand. So this is how it looks from the top view, and this is what it looks like from the front. So we wanted to keep, in terms of the name, the convention that Thirsty already uses in naming their bars. So hence we called it the Eco Bar because of the function and the name.
So then we move over to the tech side of the actual solution. The tech side, we have a web platform for back of house where you'll actually manage your inventory, have analytics of what's being ordered from your mobile bars and things like that. You have the mobile app part of it that allows for smart queuing on the app itself, allows for purchases in those instances, and also allows for order customization in the event that you want to offer that to your clients. Smart queuing in the sense where they can order before they actually arrive to the bar. Then we have the digital screens on the actual bar itself, and those are meant for dynamic menus, branding opportunities, and so on.
And at the key design, we made sure that we also offer customer experience to enhance the experience or the journey for the customer, where we have personalization, where they can have self-serving stations, where they can add certain flavors that gives them a specific and a unique experience for their drinks. Efficiency in terms of queuing, you can queue from our app, and the experience, again, you can have a walk-along experience as you go along.
So operational efficiency, we looked at a quick modular design where it comes apart and goes together really quickly for quick setup. We have the real-time management itself for your tracking of analytics, and we have energy efficient solutions which reduces resource optimization.
So our implementation plan is centered around the design in terms of final concept and technical specifications of the bar, the procurement, we vet our vendors and so on. We have to build a prototype and conduct testing on that. And we also obviously have to train our staff and deploy a pilot.
We did a quick rough cost estimation on the total manufacturing cost and selling price and the higher price that we put out for these bars. And that is 16,747. And that's what you'd hire it out at per event.
So these are some of the risk mitigation steps that we've put in place.
Sorry.
Time is up.
Time is up.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, judges.
Thank you so much. We're going to ask you a few questions, and we're going to begin with Rail.
Thanks, guys, for that. I'm just a little bit confused about what it actually is. What is the overall arching concept, drink, serve? There's obviously a lot of different things. But what is the actual overarching?
Cool. So we went according to the actual project scope, and so what we did was we went for a holistic approach on coffee and non-alcoholic beverages, giving a spin to the actual design of the entire bar itself, with the customer experience from the start of it, having tech drive into it and giving it a bit of a different feel. Like, for example, the limited self-serving stations that we'd have there, where clients or consumers can actually add certain garnishes to their drinks to make it a different experience, an immersive experience for them itself. So instead of trying to revolutionize a single drink, we tried to revolutionize the entire experience.
Thank you. Sim, have you got a question?
Thanks. Yes. Maybe just on the first one, just to note, I see that you keep using double C and C interchangeably, so I'm not sure if it's deliberate or there's a meaning behind it on EcoBar.
No, there was one typo.
One typo.
We couldn't fix as we were working it. One typo.
And maybe the question I have is that I appreciate some of the self-serving experience and in some of the garnishes that do come through, but I'm not hearing anything about the taste. How is it going to taste like? What is the for the experience for the person who's tasting the coffee? What type of taste is it?
So some of the taste that we wanted to provide was a current trend that's with local mixologists, where they're incorporating African herbs and different kinds of African herbs into the actual mocktails. And that's a current social media trend, and we wanted to incorporate that into the taste of the actual product.
So just to extend on that, we have essentially the platform where we have where the customer can actually build their drink with those African spices that you mentioned, and also certain garnishes that you can add to your drink to make the drink yours from the existing menu.
You see how hard it is to tell a story in a nutshell, because there's so much that you're adding now that wasn't in your pre-reading document and actually isn't in your presentation, which you didn't have time to complete. So if I were to ask you in a nutshell, I mean, it's really hard to keep the main thing. What's the main thing? Because Thirst is considering whether or not they fancy this addition that you are creating against a brief of considering coffee and non-alcoholic to their already very successful business. Why should they consider this idea of yours? What is the thing?
Okay, so for us, the underpinning point for our design is of the bar itself is the design. So it's more of a circular design where you can basically go across the bar with whoever's serving you, and that for us is the experience. That is the thing that makes the drink a bit more of an experience for our attendees.
So we looked at a more holistic approach in the customer journey itself. So because, like, as my colleague has mentioned, that it's a circular bar, it's meant to be some sort of a journey as well, where you actually follow a bartender as they make your drink across the bar. And it's part of that on top of adding to the drink itself. So it's to make it a memorable experience for the client.
So I think you're going to have a chance to ask another question, but do you already have circular bars?
That was my next question.
Oh, well, there you go.
Thank you. So in the catalogue that I left you guys, we already have a circular bar. What was is it something that just stood out?
So for us, the inspiration really came from that, but ours goes all the way around. The one that we saw, I think it was kind of like a half circle. So we were like, how can we move on from this, build from this, and innovate from this, so that we can create a more of an immersive experience for the user.
Thank you, Sim. Any other questions?
Just on the budget, you guys have broke it down nicely, but I noticed that you didn't include any budget for marketing. Is that deliberate or is it just an omission?
That was actually something that we looked at from a product development side. We assumed that marketing would fall under more of a business rule and take to market. It would have its own budget on its own. That's the only reason why we didn't include that into the actual costing of the product development.
Okay.
Thank you. And I have one last question. Did you use ChatGPT?
Yeah. So we took our entire idea that we had, broke it down into whatever it is, and we used that to elaborate.
And how much do you think it was a help or a hindrance?
Well, I think it may have over-explained a few concepts, but I do think that we hope that it actually get the point across much easier than us trying to do it on our own.
I'm scared it over-explained too. I think maybe that's part of the problem of why you're struggling to get it succinct. Just a lesson. But thank you. We will see you a little bit later, and good luck.
Thanks, judges.
Thank you so much. Thanks,
Thank
judges.
you.
Gentlemen, you've just gotten out of the cauldron. How are you feeling?
You get slightly distracted in your presentation because you're already passionate about the actual solution that you put forward. And you know how it works and the intricate kind of moving parts of it all. So you get slightly distracted, which is kind of what happened today. But I mean, I think we can bounce back.
Okay. So did you, in that 3 minutes, because 3 minutes isn't a lot of time, do you think that you really got across the idea of what the solution was that you were creating?
I think in most parts we did.
Okay.
Most parts we certainly did. Obviously, we would have wanted to finish off, but I think we got about 80-85% of the point across to the judges.
Okay. And just finally, what do you think your chances are?
Definitely 50-50.
Well, a toss of a coin, 50-50. One team will win and one won't, right? Thank you so much, guys, and good luck.
Thank you.
So, we've heard from the teams, they've presented to the judges, and now it's time for us to go over to the judges and find out who has won round one of Engen The Making of.
Well, welcome. It's lovely to have you all in the room and to see all the faces behind the teams. We've only met 4 of you, it's been really exciting to hear your presentations. Thank you for all of the hard work that you've done. We've read your documents, we've seen your presentations, we've heard the pitches, and the judges have had plenty of time to evaluate. We're going to give you a little bit of feedback now, and then I've got the pleasure of announcing the winner. So let's begin with Team 1. We'll hear from Rael.
Well done, guys, again. And I think just a quick one, the brief was spot on, in my opinion. We thought that you guys you solved the problem. We liked the QR code. We liked the trailer option, the solar, as well as creating a memorable experience with your biodegradable drinking serve. And you gave a full value proposition. I thought that was great. Some things that were a little bit negative and things to work on in the future was you didn't have a budget breakdown. So it was quite important for us to understand how to cost this and put this into fruition. And there was only coffee, really speaking, until we spoke about it a little bit in the presentation, which was then ice cream and coffee. But all in all, it was really good. And I think the last thing is just the tagline. You know, what was the tagline? But other than that, we thought it was fantastic and well done.
Thank you. Congrats, Team 1. Nice feedback. Good to hear positive and stuff to build on, because you're going to pack that into as your journey carries on. Team 2, we'll hear from Sim.
Thanks. Again, well done, guys, on the effort that you guys have put in. I think one of the areas that we actually were quite excited about, particularly to the point that my fellow judge was making, were seeing the breakdown of the budget was one of those areas that we actually thought this is exactly what we actually wanted to see. The implementation plan was another aspect that we thought was actually an element that was actually well thought out. Some of the gaps that we did pick up, you'd also recall that I had also indicated that, look, in terms of even whilst the budget was there, we didn't see elements around the marketing. So that is quite important, especially if you're going to put through a concept. It's important to always put in a marketing budget so that you're able to roll it out concretely. We thought the design was lacking a bit, and that's quite important, particularly when you've got a resource that you guys can utilize for that in terms of enhancing that aspect. So those are also some of the gaps that we thought were a bit of a challenge. I think just the last aspect in terms of the gaps as well, the proposal itself also lacked a bit of pragmatism. And I think one of the challenges that you had when you're presenting was particularly around that, because you wanted to concise everything all in one. The time was just not sufficient to be able to cover all of those things. So those are the areas that moving forward you must just try and work on. Thanks.
Thank you both for your feedback. I have a little bit for you as well. It's kind of addressed to both the teams, something to take forward as you go along. The first is, I didn't hear anything really thorough about your customers, from the customer's point of view. You have to always use consumer insights as a basis for what you do. So I think more of a focus on that. The second thing is the exam question. What's the exam question? I felt like also between the time we read your documents and heard your presentation, some of the gaps were filled in. Have someone in your team keep a focus on the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. So you have the exam question in your mind the whole time when you answer it. And the third thing is to use your resources. I noticed one team used their graphic designer much more thoroughly than the other. You're nuts if you don't use your resources. Any business person will tell you that. And the last, remember diversity. Please bring all the diversity into the room, younger or older, the girls and the boys, people with experience in different things. That is going to make your product much richer than if you don't. So there's some feedback for you, and I'm going to tell you who the winner is. So despite the fact that the product wasn't so clearly articulated in the beginning, and I wasn't entirely sure what flavor of coffee cup I was going to be able to eat, we still feel, the judges, that the winning team is team number 1, First Bites. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Team 1. You split 100,000 Rand in prize money for the first round. Team 2, sorry, but there can only be one winner. Team 2, you are about to vote one of your team members off. Please make your way out to go and vote. And judges, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much for your insights, your feedback, and for making this experience so much richer for our teams. Judges, you are dismissed as well. Thank you so much. So that's it. The first round of the making of Done and Dusted. All that's left is for somebody to be voted off from the losing team. Votes are cast separately and in secret. And if you'd like to know who voted for whom, watch right to the end of the episode. Right now, though, the team is on their way back. Let's see who's going home. Team 2. Unfortunately, you lost the challenge today, but as you know, in a competition, there has to be a team that loses. So, we're about to do the elimination. I will draw names out of the bowl randomly, and the person voted off will be out of the competition. Remember, the rest of you, you're back tomorrow and competing from step 1 again. So, Team 2, good luck. The first vote, Lazarus. The second vote, Kazar. The third vote, Bongani. The fourth vote, Lazarus. And our fifth and final vote, Lazarus. Lazarus, I'm afraid you've been eliminated from the competition. Thank you for taking part in the making of, and we wish you well on your journey in entrepreneurship. Lazarus, you may leave. Surviving team members, I have one piece of advice for you. The judges gave you a lot of feedback today, a lot of feedback on the brief itself, on the execution of that brief. Tonight, go and think about all of that, and tomorrow, remember it's a fresh start, but bring all of that with you. Lady, gentlemen, you have survived the vote, and you may leave. And that brings us to the end of the first bumper round of the first season of Engen The Making Of. I'm sure you'll agree that was certainly exciting and definitely challenged our contestants. What will the next round bring? Who will crack under the pressure? And what alliances will collapse or emerge? If you want to find out, join us for episode 2 of Engen The Making Of. I'm Yasmin Ali. See you then.
It's unfortunate that I couldn't make it today. And yeah, and the viewers at home, and especially those in entrepreneurship, you know, let's not lose heart. Let's keep giving it up our best. Entrepreneurship is quite a challenging journey, but it's possible and it's doable. And with programs like this, I think eventually we will make it.
Sorry, Lazarus. I just felt like I contributed less than everyone else in the team. All the best.
Hey brother, sorry to do this to you, but the idea of having a seating area in this whole plan was just not working out for us, and yeah, we had to spend some time with that to convince you not to have it in there. But I wish you all the best, and yeah, see you soon.
Sorry, man. I just felt this contestant was the one who contributed the least to the team. Although we got the brief very wrong, but I just think this is the contestant that got the brief wrong. Sorry, buddy. It's a very difficult decision to make.